Hello, today I want to talk about glycogen specifically. It's something a couple viewers have brought up in the comment section, and it is one of the main reasons why I've dropped weight so rapidly in my first week on this plan. To start out, I would like everyone to pause this video, go look at Dr. Eric Berg's video on what is glycogen. It's only a 3-minute video. I'll place it in the comments. I'll put a little picture so you know what it looks like on the screen. And I think you should stop this video and go look at that really quickly because that will explain exactly what I'm going to try to say to you. After watching that video, you'll come back and we'll talk about it. So basically, the reason that I lost so much weight drastically is for a multitude of reasons. For one, I decided to go low carb as well as do intermittent fasting, which immediately depleted my glycogen stores. My diet was previously extremely high in carbohydrates and sugar, specifically potatoes, and that will be important in a second. But when you take in carbohydrates, as Dr. Eric was talking about in his video, it turns into insulin, which then turns into glucose, and that glucose binds with potassium to make glycogen. So my previous diet, I ate a ridiculous amount of potato, and if you don't know, potatoes are very, very high in potassium. So my diet before was the perfect primer to make a ton of glycogen. I had a whole bunch of insulin from sugar, carbohydrates, everything coming in, and a whole bunch of potassium. So that insulin turned into glucose, tons of glucose. I also have a history of kind of like high blood sugar without any medication and insulin resistance. So that potassium binded to that glucose and created glycogen. So I had a ton of glycogen in my body. So that being said, each gram of glycogen binds to at least 3 ounces of water, if not 4 to 5, as one of my viewers pointed out. So that is a ton of water that my body was holding on to. On top of that, the last year of my life was extremely stressful. Like, it has been the most stressful year I have ever experienced in my 36 years. It was like barely making payments for the house, barely being able to basically scrape by in every sense of the word. My grandmother passed away. It was a terrible year. It was also a great year, but it was very intensely stressful. I call it like almost being in a pressure cooker. So what Dr. Eric was talking about in his video is when you have a high level of cortisol from just being extremely stressed out, you get more glucose and what he said was more insulin in your body. So that kind of was also contributing to the fact that I just almost had like the perfect storm for holding on to weight. So that is going to explain a huge drop in weight in the first week, which I was expecting. I'm really not discouraged that today my weight loss was 0.2 pounds, which is really not a lot in the scheme of things. But if you're looking at it more like as a whole, most people lose 1 to 2 pounds a week when they're on any sort of healthy plan. So 0.2 pounds would be about on track for normal weight loss. So I am not feeling very discouraged by that. I feel like I'm starting to notice at least a decrease in inflammation in my face and in my abdomen. I'll get another like full body set of pictures pretty soon so that we can compare. But that's basically what happened. So I don't want anyone to think if they try this and they don't get dramatic results, that they're doing something wrong, because my situation was a perfect setup for holding on to a massive amount of water and inflammation in my body. I've been eating calorie-dense, fatty foods, and it has been working really well for me. I feel a lot less mental fog, and I haven't really been having a whole lot of caffeine. Today I had my first coffee of the week, and that was pretty good. But I just wanted to put this out there sort of as an educational resource to people. because sometimes it's hard to understand why someone is getting a result that you're not getting. There's so many factors that are in place. So part of it is also that I am heavier than some of my viewers are. I started out at 285. I am 5'11", and I do have a ridiculously large amount of lean muscle mass, even being a couch potato. It's just the way I am. My body type is mesomorph, which is like a muscular body type anyway. So I build muscle extremely easily. So like my legs are pretty solid, and I don't really exercise right now. So all of these things are going to play into it. I'm sitting here right now, melting in the garage, so forgive me shimmering in my camera. But basically, I just wanted to put this out there, why my results were what they were, and they were legitimate results for me, but I am expecting a slowdown in the coming week. So what I'm going to probably end up doing is I'm going to stay on very low carb for the first 2 to 3 weeks. And then I'm probably going to go into something called carb cycling, where you go between different days of low carb, low glycemic index days. Sometimes you have a fast day, or you sometimes even have a cheat day to throw your body off. And that kind of keeps your body confused, so you continue to lose weight. And I can explain that when I actually switch to that plan. But for right now, I'm staying at low carb, I think mostly to reset the way that my body deals with insulin and deals with like my blood sugar the way that it was for so long. I want to try to level things out first. So that is my main goal right now. Today, I went shopping and I did a lot of walking, and we had steak, asparagus, and Caesar salad at Longhorn Steakhouse, and it was really good. I had, a ribeye? Fantastic. And that was so satisfying to me. I didn't look at the carb count. I just kind of know things that are low carb and things that aren't, and I kind of just guess. So then we went to Starbucks later. I got a Venti Iced Coffee with heavy cream and sugar-free vanilla syrup, which I think has 1 gram of carbs per pump. So that was really satisfying as well. It was nice to have coffee again. I don't think I'm going to make it a regular thing because I like the fact that I cut out caffeine for the most part, but it was actually nice to have something sweet. You know, it was just like a nice little treat for the weekend. So anyway, that is my update for now. 0.2 pounds was my loss since yesterday. I don't feel sad about it. I had a great day today, and I hope that you guys understand and don't get discouraged with your own results, because we're all very different. I am going to go do a keto, one of those little keto test strips tonight, just to see if I've done anything to throw off my ketones. I don't think I have. I think my results are just because I depleted those glycogen stores. So anyway, that's all for now. I will check in tomorrow, and please let me know if you are on a journey as well. I know I've had a couple of people comment about what they're doing. That's really exciting for me because I feel like I'm not alone in this. And please subscribe if you want to keep coming back and checking in on my progress. It really encourages me to have people cheering me on in this. So thank you very much. And I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.